Move to the rhythm of your heart. February 13, 2014. When you went to school, topics such as emotional security or even emotional health was not a part of your curriculum, but at the same time they were both essential to your own well-being as an individual and to the health of your body, and still are. Your emotions are similar to the earthly element of water. They rise and become larger, quite like waves and the tides of the sea. It is your negative emotions that are most difficult to handle once they have built up energy and strength. Whereas your positive emotions are essential in demonstrating and being who you truly are, divine beings filled with vivacity, drive and enthusiasm. We understand how difficult it is to maintain this mind frame all day, each day. And this largely has to do with certain conditioning and habits you have learned along your journey. We do not encourage you to never suppress your negative emotions and thoughts, but to learn to heal from them and allow them to be the reason you have taken the necessary steps to transform yourself from the disease effects they leave behind if left ignored and suppressed. Most of you by now understand that your emotions, feelings and thoughts really ignite when your belief systems, values or other inner parts of you feels threatened. Your emotions will come rushing through like a tidal wave, reacting with no thought and little care. The truth is, beautiful bright hearts, until you actually know all the facts behind what upset you, what you have is merely a mental assumption. By learning how to resolve your emotional and mental responses that seem to come in like flash floods or powerful storms, the quicker you are to control them and not allow your emotions to get the better of you. But if you are prone to harboring unrelenting criticism, judgment or even resentment against others for any amount of time, then the amount of energy that is building below your surface will become too much and you end up losing control, saying things you cannot retract and expressing your actions in an ungodly way that you normally would not do. For many, they feel they are unable to control their emotions, but this is fiction because you already have the ability to control them. You simply need to want to. Remember, beautiful bright hearts, the main key to resolving your emotions and heated up feelings is dealing with them at the very beginning of the upset, nipping them in the bud, as some may say. Meditation is an excellent way to get in touch with your inner self and to learn control over your emotions, feelings and thoughts, as meditation allows you to bring your overworked mind to rest, where clarity is often found and a new perception discovered. We observe often how your emotions are upset by what other dear souls say to you and your ego becomes wounded, and instead of rising above the issue you remain with your little self, the ego self, and forget your self-worth and lash out. Even if all you are doing is thinking negative thoughts, you are still emitting negative energy. Comprehend, beautiful bright hearts, it is your responsibility to get a handle on your emotions, to learn who you are from the inside. Even though God loves you as you are, this does not mean God wants you to remain exactly as you are. To remain exactly as you are, by not allowing yourself to grow, to develop, to raise your level of awareness and consciousness, will only demonstrate stagnation, and in time create a deeper gap between you and your authentic self and with God. When your feelings are hurt, this is your inner child reacting and responding. By tuning into your higher consciousness, you are able to give yourself the nurturing and comfort required to bring yourself out of your own emotional and mental torment negative emotions and feelings can often bring. The best healer of your inner self is no one other than yourself. When you take the time to meditate, understand you are tuning into your true and authentic self, even if you are feeling a little upset and overwhelmed. Make sure you are alone and given ample time to center yourself and bring calm to your inner child as you go into the peaceful rhythm of your breathing and allow the rest of the world to drift away. As you meditate, focus on your breathing and allow the rise and fall of your chest to relax you. Learn to breathe at the comforting pace of your own dear heart, and allow all the stresses and burdens of your day to just slip away for these few precious moments. If you are to allow thoughts in, only bring in thoughts of things you have done well and felt confident about, and think about how you have lifted the spirits of others, and let these memories bring a gentle smile to your face. Remember, beautiful bright hearts, each of you are beautiful. In the eyes of God there are no such thing as ugly. Beauty is everywhere and in everyone. No matter what imperfections you carry, or what you consider your weaknesses to be, Understand you are worth loving and are loved very deeply. As you meditate further, remember to continue to expand and continue remembering your good qualities and traits. They are a blessing to you and to so many others. Sometimes it is okay to ask others what your strengths and weaknesses are, but in reality, it is you that needs to be already aware of them. Do not get into the habit of ignoring your inner self where others can pinpoint your good points and areas that require attention. Knowing of yourself is your responsibility. We know you wish to always step with your best foot forward, and whenever you do fall short, just get up, wipe yourself off, and use the errors made as your opportunity to learn from and make better the next time around. Let go of regrets as they often lead to guilt. Simply take responsibility for any mistakes you have made, and be determined to work on them and to improve yourself each and every day. No matter who you turn to for guidance on certain choices you may face, it is you that must decide which way to go. No one else can do this for you, and when you do take the advice from someone, remember, dear ones, if their suggestions don't work, it is not their fault. The choices you make, regardless if they are good or poorly chosen, understand, beautiful bright hearts, God already knows your outcome and He still supports you during each step you take. He never leaves you even if you think He has abandoned you. It is your own heart that becomes close to His light and to His light. You will be faced with temptations, with distractions that will try to hinder your growth or even push you off your course. You are not expected to avoid every one of them, but to be aware of them when they come, and make better decisions when it comes time to choose if you are to become a passive bystander of your own journey or take the opportunity given to help expand your growth and development in both your spiritual and personal life. Life doesn't have to be viewed as an uphill battle when you can simply dance your way through, embracing the tides of change that flow through from your emotions, feelings, and thoughts. Understand, beautiful bright hearts, life itself is not meant for you to compete with your fellow brothers and sisters of God. Life is meant to be a dance with each dear soul you meet and greet. By changing your mindset, you change your perception even when dealing with problems and challenges. You see, you are dancing with partners that are constantly changing and moving to sometimes their own rhythm, then other times in tune with your own. Learning how to get along, to carry yourself maturely with responsible actions helps make the flow of your dance that much more graceful and light. The music for the dances that you move through instead of looking at yourself climbing a mountain of obstacles is made from the beauty and rhythm of your hearts. And when that song is made purely of love, sincerity and optimism, you also discover how to move with harmony within the challenge that is in front of you. As you flow through the situation, being graceful and in harmony with your inner self and with the other person, you are also letting go of your negative emotions, feelings and thoughts. This process can be difficult, as it requires you to move with a higher level of awareness and understanding. Yet if the music of your heart is not made of pure love but of jealousy, blame or anger, then the challenges before you will continue to be your struggle, and there will be a lot of stepping on toes until you learn to bring harmony into your steps, and with harmony love is always involved. In order to bring harmony into your dance of life, you must be willing to give up your stubborn emotions and let go of your need to judge, to carry selfish pride or resentment towards others. Until you learn to change your tune or attitude, the song and dance remains the same. Learning to overcome your ego and the need to blame others and even yourself requires a healthy dose of self-worth and love. Of discovering who and what you really are, and who and what other dear souls are, and what they mean to you. When you take the time for self-discovery, you eventually build up your confidence and embrace humility for your actions, and the next time someone replies in an unkind manner, you will rise above this opportunity to battle your ego against theirs. Instead of reacting, you make a compassionate step to move aside and take the time to express yourself in a caring and meaningful way that helps all involved in any conflict with what the burdens are, and how you may be feeling as a result. Remember, not everyone you meet or come across are mind readers. Most are too busy with their own thoughts and concerns. Learn to help one another instead of competing and struggle against each other. Understand, beautiful bright hearts. When you choose to dance through life instead of tackling it like an uphill battle, you are not sidestepping or ignoring issues. You are simply taking different, yet equally assertive and positive actions that help bring resolutions, so both and all involved can continue to step forward with ease and harmony. It is essential to breathe and pause as you change from one emotional partner to the other. This way you prepare yourself for the next turn or direction you may step into, as you remain in time to the rhythm of your heart. By using tact with your verbal interactions, your compassionate side has a way of entering the situation and not stepping on the other dear soul's toes that aggressive behavior would have done. If you take the time to think about what caused you to be upset, you will come to the truth of the matter that the other person's words did not really hurt you. It is other feelings you are holding on to and how you chose to respond as a result. Just imagine someone insulting beloved Mother Teresa, and how she would respond. Do you think she would respond with heated anger and with the use of profanity? Most likely she would ask Jesus to forgive them, understanding they are not in their right mind, and possibly try to get a handle to why they are feeling and behaving in such a way. Getting to the root cause of the negative feelings helps to clear away any disease that may have been left behind that caused the dear soul to feel threatened or insecure. She would not have condemned anyone. She would have been unconditionally compassionate and loving, and would have helped to bring calm and harmony back into their life by listening and caring. Take the time to develop a healthy sense of self-worth, courage and humbleness into your nature. Become a person that can speak with compassion for other dear souls, knowing that with your kindness and generous spirit you are helping others become closer to their true selves that is authentic and beautiful. This is your choice to help show the way to harmonious living by example of how well you are able to control your emotions, feelings and thoughts, and by how well you dance through life, to the rhythm of your heart. Or you can choose to show how to continue living with disease by hanging on to your heavy and negative emotions, by not rising above your ego and from the need to judge and criticize others. It is okay to confess that you may have been wrong for wrongfully judging someone or saying something out of context because you didn't take the time to learn the facts before exploding in anger or frustration. It demonstrates willingness to accept some humility and to be mature and responsible for your words, thoughts, feelings, actions and choices. Emotions have a lot to teach you of yourself, and we encourage you to discover the root of your negative emotions and be honest and truthful with what you discover. If you want to make a healthful contribution to yourself, to your family, the whole universe and to God, then come home to your truth, discover all that you are, and learn to let go of those heavy feelings. Don't allow them to overstay their welcome. Take charge of your life and stop sitting on the sidelines. Don't allow excuses to be what keeps you from being all you can be. Be brave and embrace your dance, and learn to flow with grace, harmony, love and compassion. And so it is. I'm Ascended Master, Lady Nada through Julie Miller. spiritualnetworks.com